Hello, this is Philips from Plasderm's Design Company, and as a quick tip, I'm going to show you how to prepare your project for uploading to Video Hive. It might not be big of a deal, but it makes your project to look more professional, and for buyer, it's just easier to work with your project if you do some really simple steps. And one thing to do is to only leave those comps open that user really need to edit or render out. Like I have this animations comp, which is basically all the technical stuff in it, and user don't need to change anything in here. So I'm just going ahead and closing this. Also, there might be some other compositions open still from the working process. Go ahead and close those. Just leave open your placeholders and final comps, and that's pretty much it. If you have like a video display project with a lot of placeholders, like over 20 or something, probably you don't want to leave those open, because then all this taskbar will be full of those opened comps, and again it will be hard for user to work with them. In that case, you will probably want to make a new folder, call it placeholders, and drag all your placeholders in this comp and leave this comp open. So I mean this folder open, where user can then see all your placeholders. One more thing which is important to do is delete all your projects from the render queue. In the working process, you might be rendering out your project several times, and it just adds up to your render queue. Go ahead and just delete all of these, because sometimes it can leave an impression that this project has been used and it's not brand new. You know, like how would you feel if you buy a new car and you think it's a brand new, but then it turns out someone already used it? You would be disappointed. So just go ahead, clean this out, and it will make your project look more professional, and also would be easier for user to see his output, and he would not need to scroll down all your old items to get to his output. One more thing, and this is highly recommended. If you're on CS4, just go ahead and edit this resolution. Probably if you don't have like a huge screen, you would be working on 25% or I don't know, 50% or 30%. And when you're working on less than 100%, you don't need to render each pixel every time, because this can take a while. You see this progress bar is working every time you move your current time indicator. So this is a waste of time for you, and also it will take longer for user to open up your project. So if you're on CS4, there's an easy thing you can do. Instead of leaving the resolution to full, just switch it to auto, and then whenever your size is, this gonna adjust the resolution automatically. For example, I'm on the 33%, which is 1/3, and my resolution is switched to 1/3. If I go to 25%, which is 1/4, it changes to 1/4. And if you're on CS3, there is no such option as auto, but you can manually set this. For example, if you work and leave your project on 25%, make sure you switch this to 1/4. This way, it will look crisp, nice, and will open up faster and will work faster as user scrubs through the timeline. Sometimes even if you're working on 25% and leave this in full res, it would look even worse than on 1/4 res, because then After Effects tries to render every and each pixel, and you see it becomes like too sharp and even noisy and don't look too good. So keep your resolution according to your magnification ratio, as it says down here. And make sure you leave your file with these things open, with render queue cleared, and with this resolution set before you go ahead and save your file, because that's the way how you can ensure that when user opens up this file next time, all the things will still be here. One more thing which I usually see as a reviewer, and which is kind of annoying. Some people tend to undock those panels, like going in workspace and, I don't know, taking this for example. If you save your project with panels like this, when user open up your project, his workspace will also be rearranged in this way. So good thing to do is always switch to go to Window, Workplace, and Standard, because this is what most people would use, and if someone would use other settings, he can easily switch it. But it's not a good thing to force everyone to use your panels, because unexperienced users might not know where to switch those workspaces, and if you leave your undock panels and even rearrange them, you can really confuse your buyer. So another tip is to stay with standard panels before you save your file and before you upload it to Video Hive.